Guten Morgen everyone, my name is Flosen and in today's video I'm gonna take you with me as I sail Komodo Island. Right now I'm still at the airport in Bali and in a matter of minutes we're gonna board the plane to Labuan Bajo where we're gonna start our sailing trip tomorrow. So join me on this sailing adventure. We were just now picked up by the driver and now we're on our way to the harbor where we're gonna pay the rest of the balance. In total the trip costs 7 million Indonesian rupiah for 2 people, so 3.5 million Indonesian rupiah for 1 person. And we're gonna pay the remaining balance and then we're ready to go on the boat and explore Komodo.
This is our boat.
Three days, 2 nights on this boat. And that's our guide Vicky. Hi. Quick room tour for you guys. This is our private bathroom, private toilet and a shower head. So when you go shower you basically shower the toilet as well. This is the room. This is Isabel. AC, which is nice. And our bed, which looks pretty comfy to be honest. And we even have sea view if we open the curtains. So this will be our home for the next 2 nights.
You and me stuck on the ocean now. Nothing but waves and they're spilling in. I wanna dry up but you just keep on going, don't you? I don't even know how we got here. All my reasoning have disappeared. I wanna bury the hatchet and find the way back to our home, our home, our home. We don't have to drift inside this dome.
After a successful snorkeling session and a delicious lunch, we now made our way to Keluar Island. And we're hiking up this steep path so we can make our way to a viewpoint where you can see a beautiful panorama of Keluar Island. Whew. It is hot here. It's actually a pretty fast hike. It only took us like 5 to 7 minutes, but because of the sun it is so hot here. Luckily we found a shade where we can hide. And now I just flew the drone, took some nice shots here. And this is the famous photo spot for this viewpoint. It's absolutely beautiful. Beds are still going from one island to the other. There's thousands and thousands of them. And that's it for the first day of our Komodo Island trip. And I'll see you tomorrow. It's the next morning. The night was rough. The boat was shaking the whole night. Isabel couldn't sleep. I could sleep a bit. It's now 5:05. We were supposed to leave at 5 in the morning to catch sunrise at Padar Island. But the rest of the boat decided to sleep in, I guess. So let's wake them up. So everybody else decided to sleep in, so now we're the only 2 people on the boat and the guide decided to take us first. And I'm happy with that decision. Whew. Early morning workout. Guys, I don't like getting up at 4:30 a.m. and hike for like 20 minutes. I can imagine more relaxing things, but this has got to be one of the best views I've ever seen. I'm going to show you.
Guys, I can honestly say this was one of the most magical mornings I've ever witnessed. This landscape looks like a painting. It's absolutely insane. I'm so happy we were able to convince our guide to take us first, because the others were still sleeping. They missed the best view, because before the sun actually has risen, the light was absolutely perfect. It was beautiful. I'm at a loss for words to describe how beautiful it was. Insane. We are now on the way back to our boat, and if you ever want to come to Komodo National Park and fly your drone, it's actually 1 million Indonesian rupiah, which is about $65 US, so it's pretty expensive. But with the permit you can fly at Padar Island, Pink Beach and every other location in Komodo National Park. So for us it was worth it. We arrived at the next destination, and that is Pink Beach in Komodo National Park. Now, I've been at beaches before that were supposed to be pink, but you know, most of it is usually Photoshop, or there's a very slight touch of pink in the sand. But with this one it's a different story, because it's actually crazy pink. I'm gonna show you. I hope you can see it on the camera, but it's actually pink, and look at the panorama, guys. And the beach is actually pink because there are red corals in the water, and over time they dissolve, so to say, and they color the beach pink. It's absolutely breathtaking here, and we basically have the beach to ourselves. There's another group over there, but they're minding their own business, and we can take videos and photos and do all kinds of stuff. And that is the corals that I was talking about. Next up on the agenda is a visit to Komodo Island, where we are right now, and we're gonna try to find Komodo dragons. They look like this, just a bit smaller, up to 2 or 3 meters in size and up to 80 kilos in weight. So I'm excited to find them, but we gotta take care because they're really dangerous. Every once in a while a human gets killed by them, but if you take care, we're gonna be fine. And we have a guide, and he has a wooden stick, so we'll be good, hopefully. I gotta say, after seeing this, everybody gathering around the Komodo dragon, I think that's not the proper way to deal with the animals. When we've been in Australia and we did a humpback whale tour, we didn't approach the animals, we just took photos from the distance, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm using my telephoto lens to shoot some photos of the dragons, but I'm not gonna get close to them and circle it and take part in this madness. I don't like it.
After leaving Komodo Island, I took the opportunity to jump off of our boat a couple of times and enjoyed a cold beer with Isabel before we made our way to a tiny island called Takamakassar. While our guide told us it looks like a half moon from above, I kinda feel like it looks more like a... you figure it out. We then went on to watch a beautiful sunset from the boat before falling into bed after a long and exhausting day and waking up for our last snorkeling session of the trip.
It's already day 3, and therefore our last day on the boat in Komodo National Park. And I can honestly say, this is one of the most beautiful places on earth that I have ever seen. Padar Island, Pink Beach, all the places that we've visited, they were so beautiful. I can highly recommend you do this trip once in your life if you have the chance to do so. And I'm also super proud of Isabel for doing this tour, because she's afraid of boats and she still did it, and I think she thinks it was worth it too. So yeah, that was one of the best trips ever. Beautiful places we've seen. And if you like this video, guys, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and let me know what places you enjoyed the most in this video. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button, ring the bell, and I will see you in the next one. Haut rein!